Hey guys, this is Colin and this is Colin Talks Crypto. And in this video, I'm going to just touch upon the subject of maximalism. Thanks for joining me. All right guys, hey, how do you like my Ethereum shirt? And this is going to tie into the video in a moment here, and you'll see why I'm wearing this. Okay, so maximalism. It's a very strong word, often said with a kind of insulting tone in the cryptocurrency space. So what is a Bitcoin maximalist? What is an Ethereum maximalist? An EOS maximalist? A maximalist is simply defined as someone who views their cryptocurrency, their chosen cryptocurrency, as superior to all others. These individuals would bash other coins and view their coin as the only coin that's fit to survive, the superior race in a way. And in cryptocurrency, I would view it in a similarly unhealthy way. So why is maximalism a bad thing? Well, let's take a step back. Back to 2009, Bitcoin was created. There were no other coins. So there was no such thing as a maximalist. Everyone just used Bitcoin, right? But then came on the scene additional coins. We had Namecoin, Litecoin, Primecoin, and 1,000 other altcoins that spewed forth in a violent rush of altcoin frenzy. That was in 2014. And here we are in 2019. And in the time from 2009 to 2019, a decade, believe it or not, guys, frickin', we've hit a decade of cryptocurrency amazingness, which is worth a celebration in itself. But the ecosystem has really evolved quite a bit to the point where we have an entirely different set of top currencies now than we did, say, 5 years ago, or even just 2 years ago. And this will continue to evolve. Now, when the next set of cryptos started coming out, and we had the likes of Ethereum, for example. I'm going to take Ethereum as a major one because it's number 2 coin market cap, and it is what I would consider to be Bitcoin's largest successor in terms of popularity, usage, volume, all those things. So what we had is Ethereum spawned off of Bitcoin, sort of as a byproduct of Bitcoin not really allowing Vitalik to build what he wanted to build on BTC. He actually did want to build all of this functionality on Bitcoin, believe it or not. And for various reasons, he wasn't really allowed to do so. And so he separated himself from all that toxicity and stops, people saying, no, you can't do this. And he's like, you know what? I'm just going to make my own cryptocurrency. It's called Ethereum, and you're free to use it if you want, or you can use Bitcoin. Well, that to me marked the first pivotal moment where maximalists emerged, because you had some individuals who said, screw this Ethereum project, I'm staying with Bitcoin. Bitcoin's the only true coin. Ethereum's a joke, yada, 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 right? And today we can clearly see that Ethereum is very much not a joke. It is very, very successful. Bitcoin does not have smart contracts. Ethereum does. I would say that what Ethereum set out to do and what Vitalik set out to do was very much a success. And so it was a testament to that his move was the right move because he created something very successful. But what this kind of laid way to was some individuals who became maximalists on the BTC side and who would have nothing to do with Ethereum. I actually remember 3 or 4 years ago, I think it's been 4 years now, it's amazing how time flies, looking at the Ethereum ICO. And I had a tinge of that maximalist in me. And I thought, you know what, this is probably another one of those shit coins, pardon my language. And I don't know that I'm going to get involved with this. I don't want to get scammed. So I held back. I could have converted a Bitcoin into quite a bit of Ethereum back then. I think it was like 25 cents, in Ethereum, an Ether. And I didn't do it. And I wish I had. And I didn't do it because of all the FUD. And I've since learned it's incredibly valuable and a skill set to be able to separate the FUD from the facts. And you need to be able to do this to make wise decisions in crypto. That's what I've come to learn. And so those individuals who would have nothing to do with Ethereum stayed on Bitcoin, right? Well, in my opinion, they missed one of the greatest investment opportunities that has presented itself in a long time. And luckily, I didn't make that mistake for too long. I did buy into some Ethereum below $1. One of my personal greatest investments I've ever made. And so I luckily was able to break through this. And that happened when I saw that the LiveNet launched on Ethereum. And I thought, oh my gosh, this thing actually came to fruition. These guys aren't just blowing hot air up my ass. You know, they really created a new blockchain. And so I was like, you know what, this sounds good, I'm getting in. And again, it was one of the best things I've ever done. And that was an example of me kind of breaking out of a maximalist viewpoint and being able to evaluate information around me in a logical manner, which is really, really important. And so we have Bitcoin maximalists, and then we have, ironically to this day, we have Ethereum maximalists. And it blows my mind. And the reason it's ironic is because Ethereum spawned as a result of Bitcoin not letting it do what it wanted to do. It's almost like you have England and then you have America, and America broke off from England because it didn't want to be ruled by this tyrannical, tax obsessive government. And so we have America, right? And then so Ethereum is America, right? Breaking free from Bitcoin, which is England, in this interesting analogy I'm coming up with on the spot. But then we have Ethereum now, where we have maximalists within the Ethereum community. And again, I am not by any means suggesting that every single person in Bitcoin or every single person in Ethereum is a maximalist. That is by far from true. It could be a somewhat small percent, in fact. It could be 10%, I don't know. But I'm just pointing out that they're out there. And it's ironic that in Ethereum we have the same phenomena that happened in Bitcoin. It's almost like we never learn our lesson and we just continue to repeat our same mistakes. And so, and maybe these are new people who came into Ethereum and they missed the Bitcoin boat entirely and they didn't see that whole thing happen. And so now they're all in on Ethereum and they're not able to look beyond that. And so anyways, that's why it's ironic and unfortunate. Because I see something like another coin like EOS or even Cardano, who strive to have greater things than Ethereum does. And to me, it's like, why can't we just have this big kumbaya? We're all one group. We're all fighting the system. We're all trying to get freedom for money for everyone. But yet we get into these little cliques and we defend and fight against each other. And to me, that's very fascinating. And you might think to yourself, well, Colin, you know, you're a huge EOS proponent. Aren't you kind of like an EOS maximalist? I don't know. I think I'm able to look at the differences in the coins. And there's a possibility I'm a little biased. And I think that always happens when you hold currency. And that's why I try to make my holdings follow my observations. And I try to make my observations in a very analytical and detached manner, so that when I'm talking about the cryptocurrency, if I'm shilling it, it's because I'm holding it, which is because I believe in it, because I observed it. It's that chain of process, rather than just like blanketly like, this one's the only one and everything else sucks, because that's not true. There may be a day where something superior to EOS comes around, and I want to be able to look at it with objective eyes and say, you know what, is this better? Should I be getting into this? And there's a lot of factors to look at it when it comes to a new crypto. It's not just, is it faster? It's not just, is it more decentralized? There's all sorts of factors, from development teams to social groups to number of GitHub commits, et cetera, et cetera. But I guess I want to leave you guys with this message. I know this has just been kind of a mishmash of thoughts and sort of a smattering of ideas here, but I just want to make the message, think for yourself. Be able to look at things in an objective manner, because it will benefit you. Just like those guys who were able to invest in that early Ethereum ICO made it big, well, those guys who were able to invest in the EOS ICO also made it big, and I think are going to make it really, really huge. And that's not to say that that's the end all. I'm in favor of any cryptocurrency that does a better job than the previous ones. I don't care what it is. If it's EOS 2.0, if it's VBX, you know, just some random new one, I'm okay with that. You know, I don't have to stick to my past ones. And I think that's a really important skill set that I've had to learn over the past 6 years. So I want to share that with you guys and just open up your mind to the possibility. You know, take a moment and really honestly for yourself go, hey, you know, am I honestly evaluating what I'm looking at, or am I being biased? Am I looking through colored lenses because of my bag holdings or because of X, Y, or Z other reasons? And you know, if you're true to yourself and you're true to what you see in life, I think that you can make the best decisions. And I know that that's worked really well for me, and so I hope that you guys can do the same. And you know, I just want to leave it with one note here. I'm wearing this Ethereum shirt, right? Like I said at the beginning, just to prove, look at me, I love Ethereum. Ethereum's awesome. However, I was banned from the Ethereum subreddit for posting some videos, and I probably had, you know, too much EOS content in there, and I get it. But do I really deserve to be banned from that subreddit? But it's just a point to be made about a maximalist viewpoint. I feel like I might have been banned as being viewed as an EOS maximalist, or from someone who maybe is an Ethereum maximalist. But you know, my first largest holding of cryptocurrency is Ethereum, and I think it's great, and I love Vitalik. And I really would like to be able to discuss freely and openly with you guys. I'll put the Ethereum content in the Ethereum subreddits, and I'll try to keep the EOS stuff separated. And if I have mixed content, I hope you'll allow me to share. You know, I'd like to be able to do that. So, guys, think for yourself. Don't be a maximalist. Have a great day. Keep being awesome. This is Colin. This is Colin Talks Crypto.